before it's here live. Go right ahead. Oh, we'll give her another shot. Hang on, just one second. It's the pressure we put you on the spot.
I got a question. Doing something that gets not your average fans, people that don't watch WNBA basketball, why can't we lower the goal to at least 9.5 feet? Would definitely bring more excitement to that game. What do you think about that?
We're only playing basketball to dunk? Like, I'm not sure.
No, you playing to...
Like, you just want to see me dunk on somebody? Like, I don't know.
I'm glad she's that confident in her ability. She's also a little delusional.
What's good, YouTube? So this weekend, I was on Twitter, I was on social media, and I saw an image pop up. And this is pretty much about the same topic that I've seen 100 million times on Twitter or any social media the last few seasons. And it was talking about the WNBA quote-unquote wage gap with the NBA. And for this particular one, they used Sue Bird versus LeBron because, you know, Sue Bird is like a WNBA legend. And they showed how this year, Sue Bird made $215,000 and LeBron made, $37 million, and just how similar their resume is. I also saw another graphic talking about how Danny Green made $15 million and the entire WNBA paid out $12 million. And I think you guys already know exactly where I'm going with this, but I am sick of seeing this argument. This is another video where I'm going off of the dome. I did do a little bit of research to make sure that I am accurate, but there's no such thing as a wage gap in basketball. All right, let's first break this thing down because there are a lot of mathematicians out there. Somebody online, they did the math and they realized that Sue Bird made 0.03% of the entire WNBA revenue and LeBron made 0.04% of the NBA revenue. NBA brought in $7.4 billion, not to mention that the WNBA has been operating at a loss since its creation. And I think that everyone knows that at this moment, I think that the only reason why the WNBA is around right now is because the NBA pushes so much money into it. And I gotta honestly say, them even operating is bad business. Like, at this point, they're only doing it just for the optics. But to see these women basketball players complain and saying that there is some kind of wage gap, and it's not just them because feminist Twitter is doing the exact same thing. I didn't want to make this long, and it's turning into a rant, but stay tuned, guys. Some facts. I'm going to tell you guys how and why there's no wage gap and how the WNBA can, improve their product and, possibly get some more information. First off, before all the quote unquote woke feminists, because you guys are not really woke, you guys say that there's so much misogyny in the comments, and there definitely is. Like, I'm sure there actually is. A lot of these guys who just shit on the league cannot beat any of them. For all these women saying this, how about you guys actually go out there and support your league? On Twitter, say that the reason why the women's league doesn't do well is because men shit on it and say bad things about it, but you guys don't even watch your league. See, I brought up Statista, this is the only facts that I'm really bringing, but this pretty much shows that men know more about the WNBA. They watch more of it, and matter of fact, they are more avid fans as well. So yeah, so men are first of all the biggest fans of it. And another thing that I wanted to point out is that we've seen female athletes like Venus, Serena, Naomi, Osaka. We've seen a lot of female athletes who make a ton of money, even way more than their male counterparts, and that has something to do with there is a market. There is a market for it, and they are the biggest stars in it. It just so happens that in the WNBA, they are playing in empty arenas and they're losing money every single year. And hey, I'm just throwing this out here. I wouldn't mind bringing home $100 grand to literally play basketball with no one watching. That's my thing about that. Personally, I feel like their complaining is getting annoying. I mean, they've thrown Danny Green right under the bus. Skylar Diggins did the same thing with Harrison Barnes a few years ago, and they don't even realize that. At one point, Harrison Barnes was rated like the #1 player in high school. Yo, Harrison Barnes would walk into the WNBA and probably run that shit. I'm gonna be honest. And then Brittany Griner a few years ago saying that she would beat Boogie, like prime DeMarcus Cousins, to where even the head of the women's USA team said he would bet his house and everything, his children's college funds, on Boogie. Like, your own coach is saying that. Women's basketball players are a lot more fundamentally sound than male players. That is actually a fact. They have the fundamentals of the game down so much. However, they don't have the entertainment factor down. And I think that's the biggest problem. Like, watching women's basketball is not entertaining. And trust me, I've been to a lot of games. My sister played in high school, and even the funny part is I see a lot of women's basketball players in person, and they be a lot more fun to like play with and watch than actual WNBA players, which is insane. I mean, part of that is on the league. I've seen suggestions from Gilbert Arenas saying speed the game up. I think that would definitely help. We had T-Mac go on TV and said that they should lower the rim so that girls can dunk and make it more fun, more fast-paced, more entertaining. He was sitting next to a player, and that player looked at him like he said some kind of slur. Like, she was looking at him with disgust, but it's absolutely true. The biggest reason why the Women's Basketball League will not grow is because their product is garbage. And I know that this video is coming off as me, you know, being very misogynistic, being very negative, but if you guys know me, watch my other channel, watch the other videos on this channel, I'm mainly positive. But this complaining when you are bringing home money, you are bringing home around 60 to 100 grand to 200 grand a year to play basketball in an empty gym. Do you know how insane that actually like sounds? And the worst part is that people big it up. This is not systematic sexism. That exists in the real world. That exists with doctors, lawyers, people in the actual workforce. However, in women's sports, that's not the case. That is simply not the case. I think that the WNBA needs a better product. I mean, they can try to push it down to NBA fans as much as they want to. I mean, they had them all wearing the jerseys, pretty much saying, if you disrespect the WNBA, you are also disrespecting Kobe, which is not true. Kobe wanted the league to be better because he loved basketball. He wanted his daughter to eventually be in that league. And I guarantee you, if Gigi would have played in it, we would have been watching it a lot more, which is really, really sad. But just because Kobe, who was obsessed with basketball, that does not interest the casual fan. And the casual fan, they can say that something sucks or that something is boring. Like, that is not Kobe disrespect. I personally love basketball. I can rock with watching girls play basketball. Hopefully you guys made it to the end of this video. There is no such thing as a wage gap in sports at all. Everyone gets what they are valued at. The NBA makes way more revenue. And stop saying put them on TV. TNT is not going to be giving these guys a primetime spot. It makes no sense for them to do because, you know, people invest money where they can make money. TNT, ESPN, ABC, any of these companies are not going to be putting the WNBA on primetime television Saturday at 7 p.m. They're not doing that because no one's going to watch it, and that's just them burning money and losing money. They have no reason to invest it. So yes, you're going to be seeing it on ESPN2. That has to be what they do for them to possibly get a return or something. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like it up and subscribe. Please give the WNBA some suggestions in the comment section below. Clearly, they need to help fixing their game. I've heard people say get them in better uniforms, all that stuff. I've seen all of the videos on YouTube. Check them all out because it's clear. Instead of these players working on actually fixing, you know, fan experience of the game, they go online and they complain. Ain't that how that always works? But anyways, guys, let me know what you guys think. I'm sure a lot of people will pull up and dislike, but if you guys listened, drop a like on it just to counteract all that nonsense. And I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm out, guys. Peace.